Hello, Gemini. Welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name is Wendy Wing. I'm doing your weekly horoscope reading, tuning in to Gemini energy for the week. Any divine messages of guidance that come through to help anybody who's tuning in, whenever you're tuning in. Give messages of clarity, validation. I'm getting like a need to understand. That's clarity, but like it feels like someone's trying to figure something out, wanting to be understood. Something, wow. All right, let's dig in, Gemini, and see if we can tackle this need to understand something, finding some clarity. So this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. In the past, we have the Hanged Man. This is being put in a position so you have a new perspective. Being put in an uncomfortable position, being made to be uncomfortable, unable to move. Because in that space, you can see something. I'm getting that a lot of us got this through the pandemic. The pandemic made us move differently, restricted our movements, and by not doing the same day to day, by things being forcibly shifting how we move, how we operate, it created an opportunity for us to see things differently. Because otherwise we would just keep going and doing unconsciously. It feels like there's something that you needed to see, a truth, I'm hearing a fragile truth about how you've been trying to deal with your abandonment wounds. Not feeling enough, feeling isolated and separated. I'm getting here that you felt very isolated and separated in your connections, alone, insecure. You needed to see the truth around what you had created or co-created for yourself, which was just a lot of unhappiness. Yeah, it looks like you were seeing things, willingness to see things clearly, realizing maybe this isn't the right place for me. I'm in a place where I'm unable to be loved and cared for. It looks like this isolation period or making you a bit stuck, so you have to see something, you have to look at something. You needed to look at this connection. This could be a job, family connections, friendships, lovers, close connections. It's like I see things differently now, and you walk away from things that are emotionally unsatisfying. You realize that there's no love for you here. You were staying in a place that is not for you, making it work, being very unsatisfying. This came out. A lot of things that were hidden in the day-to-day came out. A lot that was hidden. Wow. All right. In present time, we have the Six of Cups in reverse. Someone from your past. I don't feel like they've changed. Someone from your past. Could be since whoever you were with or had this different perspective about, someone you were connected with in the past. They're showing up in present energy. They seem unchanged. You are looking energetically. This person is perceiving you as very abundant, very adept, very nurturing. You have a way of healing and nurturing those around you. Very earthy energy, like an earth mama type of energy. Boy, you have this way of loving and nurturing those in your environment, those who are lucky enough to be around you. You've got a very grounded quality about you. I'm drawn to this energy as I'm reading it. Oh, wow. I feel like there's this loving, nurturing, healing energy, and then there's it looks like you're working on your heart space, on who you are, on nurturing yourself, nurturing really that heart chakra, or like your soul. There's something private about what you are healing within yourself. Maybe that you're not comfortable yet with others seeing, not really owning this new part that you're learning to love about yourself. There's something really beautiful about your energy, Gemini. Very healing, very balancing. You've got a star quality about you. There's something about your energy, this might just be for a few of you, that others seek you out after they've had a tower. That earth energy, that loving, your ability to love and incorporate all aspects of yourself, even if you aren't completely public with whatever this new aspect that you are loving into existence about yourself, including that your ability to love all aspects of yourself creates a very healing environment for others, very non-judgmental. There's something very healing about your energy. You might be stepping into a powerful healing mode. Some of you, wow, okay. Some of you are co-creating with spirit. Some of you are very connected with the star system Sirius. Very high vibrational light beings, creative God energy, creator gods. You're working with them to create you, to allow you to be your full self. Wow. Some of you are stepping into physical healing, and some of you emotional healing, and some of you both. There's something about physical healing, healing your body, You've healed your body. Your body is in a very different physical space than where you were in the past energy. Wow, so interesting. So I don't know why. Let me tune in. Why did we get the Six of Cups in reverse? Oh, this isn't about someone from the past showing up. This is about you loving past versions of yourself, not judging past versions of yourself that weren't as accomplished, that you weren't at these levels. There's something about you judging where you were when you were stuck as being less. Hey, I hate to break it to you, but that person in the past that was really stuck and not seeing what was going on, that person got you to where you are today. So let's not discount past you. Past you was willing to figure something out. I feel like as you learn to heal and accept past versions of yourself, and not judge and forgive past versions of yourself for whatever missteps you've made, it feels like it helps you forgive people in your environment who are showing up as like a reflection of past versions of yourself. I feel like someone shows up in your environment, in your real 3D, and you're like, oh, I know exactly where you're at because I used to be you. And so you're judging them instead of like, bless your heart. I get that you've got some toxic traits that you have yet to heal. Doesn't mean you have to hang with them. It doesn't mean you have to connect with whoever this is. But don't judge them or perceive that you are better than them. Something like that's coming up to be healed, to be addressed. Yes, you're stepping into some amazing, powerful energies. You are powerful. Especially in your feminine energy right now. Allowing, receiving. You're very attractive right now. Messages from your higher self, Gemini, is death and rebirth in reverse. So that scorpionic energy, but a lack of transformation. A pattern continuing to loop, not exiting. What do we need to know? What does our higher self want us to know about this? Boy, this is really trying. It's some mindset. It's a belief that is keeping you restricted. It's like keeping you from fully being yourself and the freedom that entails. There's a lot of beliefs about how you're allowed to show up. Boy, these feel like society, family, religion. You're not allowed to be this. And what I see here is you deciding I'm actually not going to ignore those aspects of myself. I'm not going to betray, abandon. I'm not going to abandon parts of myself that others have deemed less than or unworthy. I'm going to love all aspects of myself. That feels like that heals, that helps you transform, helps you move past how others, It seems that this might be specifically around there's some mindset of who you are, how you need to be perceived, even who you love and who you are allowed to connect with. I remember my grandmother when I was going off to college, and she wanted to impart some wisdom to me, some advice. And she said, it's sad, but we are judged by the company we keep. And that always bothered me. Like, well, maybe you judge others and by the people they're with, if society will deem them. It didn't even feel like she was saying, don't trust who you love and who you care about. Trust how others are perceiving who you love and who you care about. That how others perceive you is more important than your own desires, who you would choose for yourself. And it looks like those type of beliefs, allowing others to dictate who's for you and who's not for you, you're letting go. You're releasing. I decide who I love and who I am. And it looks like as you release this toxic patterning and accept more and more who you are, a partner comes in, someone very different than you would have accepted. So maybe this was about, it's very individual, a different race or a different class, like they're poorer or richer, or they're, again, different class, different race, some type of limitations that keep you with your kind. But you're letting go of that. You're realizing that I love all aspects of myself. The more I love and honor who I am, then I create more opportunities of healthy partnerships. There's some connection coming in. There's something divine going on with your energy, Gemini. Like the universe is saying, get ready. You because you have prepared such a beautiful space and clearing for yourself, someone is showing up because of your honesty and authenticity and loving yourself unconditionally. Someone is showing up. Your challenge is the wheel. Your challenge is to see this as beneficial, to see this as happening for you. This is happening for you. You've been very independent. You're secure, you're independent. You've been mourning an old way of being that you lost taste for, that you don't want to go back to. You don't want to go back to this past energy. You don't want to repeat that. You want something different, something new. There's a new opportunity here for you. a new way. It feels like a challenge to see this as a gift, because it requires you to, wow, love differently, love yourself differently. It's like exploring a whole different type of relationships. Like I said, different class, different race, different gender. Different. This is something very different, something, a different type. Maybe realizing that your type of person in the past was more reflective of society agreeing, like Grandma said, instead of what you really want. Wow. All right, Gemini. What's hidden is the Ace of Swords in reverse. There's some initial lie, some lie. It's a mindset. It's a belief system. It looks like what's being healed is how this mindset, that initial lie, like what Grandma said, that you're judged by those you hang out with. Like, then do I really want to be friends with people who are judgy, who are that judgmental? Probably means that they're very insecure and that they use fear and control. It looks like you're just picking through these beliefs that have kept your heart space, have kept you limited, have kept you from really being yourself, going after what you want, being who you want to be. And it looks like you have this new idea. It feels youthful, and I don't know, but I want to try this. I want to go a different direction. Ooh, that's interesting. There's like this lack of passion, a lack of excitement. It feels like you're trying to like recreate something in the past where we started this. I'm trying to rebuild this. I'm trying to start over. I'm building something new. But I'm not, I feel like I'm connecting with others, and they might seem right on the page intellectually, like they check boxes, but it doesn't feel like your body is excited. It's like your mind's like, oh, let's checkity check, but your intuition, it's like I'm just not feeling it. It's hard to make this move without deceiving myself, yet without betraying myself. Maybe in the past, this might be for a few of you, you said yes to a partner, sexually especially, like yes, this is great, when there wasn't any passion. Maybe it was easier than saying no. Maybe they didn't, there's a lot there. It's easier just to, maybe you've betrayed yourself. We all have. We've all said yes when we've meant no. It looks like you're really examining that, like how you've betrayed yourself to stay in a connection. And so you've kind of lied to yourself. You've lied about where your desire really lies. It looks like there's just if you've been experiencing a lack of motion, a lack of change, a lack of energy shifting in this direction, it's because there's something you're blocking about who you are, a limitation that keeps you like in a box, that keeps you separated from others. It looks like what's hidden here is that if you own this aspect of who you are, if you embody it and accept who you are, it looks like others will follow suit. Not do what you do, but embody being themselves. There are people who just want to be themselves. You might be on the leading edge of this type of shift. What's interesting is that I feel like the more aligned you are with Source, with Creator, God, whoever you connect with as that energy, the all that is, the I am that I am, the more you connect with that energy personally, then whatever religions have said are taboo or you aren't allowed to access these energies, something like that, the more you realize actually that's not true. Boxes and keeping people separated in categories is a human activity, limiting. When you connect with Source, Source sees no boundaries. It's man-made. These are man-made beliefs and categorizing. Wow. All right, Gemini, your opportunity this week is the Knight of Cups. This feels like someone with loving messages. There's an opportunity. Someone with loving messages. Ooh, it's ooh. I feel like you have an opportunity with a new love, a new, very different than your usual type, and it brings up a lot of insecurities and fears. Ooh. Makes you really have to look at yourself and your belief system. There's a part of you that's just like very fearful, afraid of moving forward. It looks like you work through your emotions. You're able to hold space for all of these very complex emotions. This is very different. This is very different for you. And so other people might be like, well, no big deal. For you, this is big. This is clearing a whole different mindset. Wow. Okay, so by allowing yourself to love yourself fully and hold space for all the difficulties, it looks like, this is so wild. It looks like on one level, it helps with your abundance. There's something here about how you perceive yourself, a limited way that you perceive yourself. I'm only allowed to show this aspect of myself. By clearing that, it helps with your abundance. I think because you love more of yourself, you accept more of yourself, and so you shine. Your core shines brighter, and so your abundance can find you. I'm also getting that there's a reciprocal relationship here. Someone who wants to be very giving and generous. And you're very giving and generous. Feels like you start off feeling a little immature, and you quickly find your footing in this. Beautiful. What a great opportunity. Again, there's something about not judging yourself, not criticizing yourself, not being very gentle here is helping so you don't project your limitations onto others. There's something fated. Yet again, the wheel. And yet again, it feels very different. That people are connecting not along socioeconomic lines, race, gender. It's a blurred lines. Things are shifting. It's more about soul. Can you perceive the soul connection and not whatever limitations and projections people have assigned value to whatever and whoever. Very interesting. Wow, Gemini. What a great reading. Very interesting. Okay, your possible outcome is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. A missed opportunity. Missed opportunity. There's new energy all over this reading. New energies. There's a missed opportunity here. I feel it was consciously. I know there's an opportunity. I know it feels like someone's offering something to you and you are consciously turning your back on this. Not because this is a bad opportunity. I think you're just realizing where your passions really lie. I don't want to repeat the past. I'm not trying to recreate the past. I want to go towards what I desire, what I'm passionate about. I'm taking action. There's some type of sadness that's coming up this week. I think the sadness is partially like realizing how happy and light you feel in this new way of being, of going towards what you want, realizing what you want, who you want, that shift. There's some type of judging of your past you. That, lighten up on past you. That's the second time I've gotten that message. And it looks like you move forward very quickly. Maybe you move. Something goes really quickly. Shifts very fast. There's a lack of drama or conflict. And you're you're realizing that you don't have to sacrifice what you want. Feels like in the past you might have sacrificed all of what you wanted. It feels like, this is probably as good as I can get. This is a pretty good fit. Something like that. And now I'm no longer going to sacrifice. I've got clarity. There's also this energy of, this might just be for a few of you, there's this weird energy of maybe getting stuck with someone. It almost has a feeling of like a meet cute, where you meet someone and you're stuck in an elevator for a few minutes, or you're stuck in a conversation. There's something, this might just be for a few of you. And at first you might be like, oh, this is so awkward. This is so weird. And then you're like, oh, wait, I've been put in this. I'm supposed to be here. I'm supposed to observe this. There's something important here. So, all right, that might just be for a few of you. That's your reading, Gemini. I hope that was helpful. If you're still watching, I would love it if you hit that like button. Just press it. Where is it? Is it down here? It's right here. Just sends a very clear message of thanks and appreciation. It's a beautiful way for you to express your gratitude and for me to receive it. And comments, and if you are drawn to these readings, to hit that subscribe button so you get more of these readings in your feed. I do the weekly zodiac readings, daily psychic readings, and on the weekends, the daily readings are a love reading and a business finance reading. So, all right, Gemini, take care. Bye.